Welcome back to Between the Vines. We are out at Grace Winery today.
Hi, my name is Andrew Yinks. I'm the winemaker here at Grace Winery. We're a family-owned winery of about 40 acres. We have a beautiful portfolio of wine, and we hope to share it with you soon.
Glen Mills, PA. Beautiful Glen Mills, PA.
Yeah,
I love this vineyard here.
It's really a beautiful property.
Yeah.
They got awesome structures that are redone, but kept like the old rustic look and stuff. It's really beautiful. And we're in their new tasting room.
Yeah.
So we could cheers to that.
Yeah, we could cheers to that. Being able to come in and check out.
We were just trying to figure out what we're going to cheers to.
Yeah, their new tasting room that hasn't been open yet to the public,
Yeah.
but they're allowing us to come in and hang out with them, so we appreciate that.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We always love secret menu, secret access stuff.
Absolutely. And then we can cheers to, let's see,
The first drive.
the Eagles getting into the playoffs.
We are in the playoffs.
We're in the playoffs.
Hey, that's all you got to do
Yeah.
at this point. Is
Find
just
some
get
positives.
Get in.
Yeah, and find some positives. We're in the playoffs.
Greggy Delimitrios.
Yes.
Having the backup helmet for Landon Dickerson on the spot.
On the spot.
Like, he broke a face mask. Here's his other one.
Here's a whole new helmet. Boom, there you go, with his number already taped on it.
Where was that at?
I don't even know. Like when
you
did
had
they
it in his
start doing
pocket,
that?
ready to go.
Cheers to you, G.
Yeah, cheers, G.
Yeah, man.
Way to
That
do it.
was awesome, man. All right. Right now we're on their Pinot Gris.
Yeah.
I like that. Very
Good.
good.
It's like really nice and crisp and bright.
It is.
Are you getting like some pear?
Yeah, getting a
apple
little
in there,
pear,
maybe?
apple, yeah. You know.
Last night I felt like I was in a bad dream. Because, them late games are tough for me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
start dozing off about midway through the third quarter, and then I'm like waking up, catching spurts, rewinding it, fast forwarding through the commercials to catch back up,
Yeah.
I felt like a bad dream watching that thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough game. I mean, just with everything that went on leading up to the game, you had a lot going on before the kickoff. You had Big Dom, the announcement coming out from Big Dom being suspended for the rest of the year.
I don't even know why this is still a topic of discussion. Why are they even making announcements like that? Why don't they just tell the Eagles, like, hey, you can't let Dom on the sidelines anymore?
Well, it's a story.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, but
It's not keeping the main thing the main thing.
Yeah, but it's a story. They were gonna put that out there. So he gets permanent timeout for the season.
Yeah. Well,
and then, but let Joe Buckingham say he leveled up because now he's in the suites now, so he gets to hang out with Howie and them. Get some good foods in. And
I mean, that doesn't seem like a bad situation.
No,
I don't know. Maybe he's running security up there now.
Yeah. He's holding Howie and them down now.
Dom has people everywhere, so
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't
absolutely.
really matter where Dom is.
No, absolutely. And then,
But did you see the dude from Seattle bump into?
Yeah, I saw that on the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. And
Yeah,
try to, figure something out.
I don't think that one was more. It wasn't like on the same level of Dom
course
and
not.
getting in between it. I think the guy was just kind of just there, and like he and AJ had some words.
He stepped forward and put a shoulder into him.
Yeah.
But he could have been stepping forward to congratulate his teammate.
Something.
Or his,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. But then so then you had that. You had Slay, the announcement of Slay having a scope on his knee. I thought that was a bit surprising.
It seems like that would have been out right after the game last week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, okay, after this, I'm going to get through this game. I'm going to get it done. Or if it happened in the game, whatever. Let me get it done immediately because, I know that a cleanup, if it's just a cleanup, I'll be back soon.
Mm-hmm.
So don't last. You're not out long for cleaning up your knee.
Yeah. And of course, when you're talking about the secondary, you're doing a whole lot more running, a lot more pivoting, and you're shifting. When I went back and I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go back and watch that Dallas game because I want to see, all right, where did he go down? Like, what was the issue? And I remember I went back and I watched that particular play, and I'm like, man, I don't even see him limping. But it's a scope, so it probably wasn't anything that was that serious.
Yeah, I mean, cartilage is a funny thing. You
Yeah.
wear and tear your cartilage all the time.
Yeah.
This could have been something from years prior that's coming to the surface.
Yeah, well.
I did think it was interesting, though, how Matt Patricia
Yes.
was calling this game. And
Yes.
that announcement came out kind of right after Slay got his surgery.
Yeah,
right?
it was kind of like, hey, Slay is out for the week, because he's having surgery, and then, Matt Patricia is taking over as a defense coordinator. I thought the timing of it was a little weird, but it is what it is. That's something that y'all that just gonna have to move on from. Now, you know what though, because I know Matt Patricia, he gets a very bad rap from a lot of people. But I had a chance to talk to him during when they had us come out there for the alumni event, and man, I was sitting up there just joking around with him. We had a good conversation, and Hugh and we were sitting there having I'm like, man, what is the bad rap with this dude? Because I really enjoyed the conversation I had with him. I'm pretty sure being a player versus.
I had a similar experience. He just seemed like a good dude.
Yeah, he seemed like he was a cool cat.
Why do you not like this guy?
Yeah, I was like, man, I had a really good conversation with him. I thought it was fun. It was like a lot of jokes. He was really awesome, and I'm like, man, I don't understand why everybody has such a bad rap for him. But hey, it is what it is.
That probably doesn't have anything to do with one another.
Yeah,
it's just happenstance.
Just the timing of it.
Yeah,
just seemed a little off.
And then dude, I put a tweet out that said something about, it was one of those back in my day type things where, I know I was gonna get a whole bunch of people being like, oh, go to bed, boomer type stuff. But that's why I started it that way, But man, I got a lot of pushback thinking. It was just about how, back in my day, this was a bye-week procedure.
Absolutely.
Because it was.
Yeah, it was.
And you were able to play after the bye week because it's like a 2-week thing. But anyway, he's back on the mend. I hope he, recovers great, and we would love to see him back out there. He's a great player.
Absolutely.
And I'm not questioning his toughness because he's played a lot of ball. He's played a lot of games.
Yeah. Now that's all. Everything that led into the game, and then you come out. Jalen Hurts might not be playing.
Yeah.
He has to catch a flight out. He can't even be around his own teammates.
The whole thing was weird.
Yeah, it was all weird. One of the things that I didn't like, and this is another thing that was back in our day, when we would go out to Seattle, San Fran, those West Coast trips, we always flew out 2 days before the game.
Yeah.
You see them getting on the plane the day before the game, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, dude, this is like a 5.5-hour flight.
No, Trey. No.
Okay.
You missed the era of science when Chip Kelly came in.
I know. I was about to get to that. That's who changed it.
You missed the era of science.
No, I was there with you guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was on the staff with you guys.
Yeah. Well, I love the 2-day trip.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We go out, grab a nice dinner, go hang out.
Yeah,
see
get a
what
little
the city's
time.
Up to.
You unfold off the plane. Your body needs a little time to unfold,
We enjoyed that. And I think most players would.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Chip Kelly said, no.
Yeah.
It says your circadian rhythm takes 3 days to get back in sync to your geographic location. And so you either have to go out 4 days in advance of the game or just go out the day before, play your game, get your ass back home and get in bed so you never even miss the circadian rhythm change.
And I was like, man, what was that word? It was circadian rhythm.
Circadian rhythm.
So that's it. Yeah. So the circadian rhythm is the reason why they only fly out the night before now.
Yeah.
And Chip Kelly changed that.
But does Big Red still travel? Well,
I'm
Kansas
pretty
City's
sure.
kind of like in the middle.
Yeah, Kansas City's it's Central, so I don't think they really. I don't know. Big Red probably like, hey man, we're gonna get some cheeseburgers, man. We're gonna take a couple days,
Treat you to a cheeseburger.
Yeah, take a couple days. Yeah. Let's just take a couple days. Let's relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just found it a bit weird, just the way everything was setting up for this game, and then you have Jalen Hurts who is sick now. When you have an illness like that and it's been highly publicized. I know if I was the other team, I wouldn't want him out there.
Yeah.
So, I'm almost kind of like, well, are the other teams where like Seattle, would they be able to say, you know what, since y'all are reporting that he's this sick, we demand he has a COVID test and that we get the results for him to be able to get out there on the field and play.
Interesting strategy, Trey.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know as a player, I wouldn't want to deal with him. And then he was in everybody's face. You saw he hit when.
Well, maybe that's why they had his chin strap up a
little bit. And then here's another.
Keep that in there.
Yeah. So here's another habit that I think as quarterbacks they just need to break. You need to stop licking your fingers.
Well, Kelsey's licking his fingers too.
So Kelsey's licking his fingers. Hurts is licking his fingers. So there's all kinds of saliva just rolling around on the ball.
Dude, stop.
I'm just saying.
Stop.
Okay,
Stop.
all right.
You're looking.
There's a lot of finger licking.
Guys used to piss their pants. They didn't want to come off the field.
So that's what we're dealing with right now, So here, man, let's move on to another drink. But,
yeah. Let's hear from our presenting sponsor, Life Brand, before that.
Let's face it, we've all posted things we regret. That's why we created LifeBrand. LifeBrand connects all of your social media accounts and then scans them for potentially compromising posts. With just a few clicks, you can delete old, potentially harmful social media posts so they're gone for good. It's fast, easy, and protects your privacy. Stay in control of your online reputation. Visit lifebrand.life today.
All right. So we are back with the Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
What year is this?
The 2022.
Okay. That's a nice nose on it. Oh.
It does. What does it smell like? It smells like wine, I guess.
But it's good. Very good. Very crisp. You know, and I think it said some passion fruit in there.
Maybe a little bit of passion
A
fruit.
little
as well.
passion fruit.
Maybe that's what I'm smelling. The passion. I'm smelling the passion.
The passion in the fruit. Yeah. But, all right, so back to this game, man. So now, we go into this game, you know, you're saying, all right, Jalen Hurts has the flu.
Flu game.
Flu
That's
game.
what I hate about whenever anybody has
Oh,
a
yeah.
sickness that's announced now.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, they're about to have the greatest game of their
Well, it's
life.
going to be amazing because you compare it to Jordan. You know, like, oh, yeah, the Jordan flu game is loading. It's about to happen. He's about to go out
Yeah,
here and be
he's
lights
about to
out.
go off.
Oh, yeah, he's about to go off. And then they have this opening drive. You get onto the game. And the first play is what a quarterback, one of those quarterback toss plays that you get him outside the zone and he's running. For us, we would have called that a crunch play. So we started that. We start off the drive with that, and then now he goes on this. I don't even remember how many plays it was in that drive, but it was an impressive
like
drive.
12 or 13 play drive.
Yeah, 13, 14 play drive, and it was an impressive drive. And then they line up, they spread everybody out, and I'm sitting at Chicken and Egg with Landetta, and I'm like, okay, here comes the quarterback draw. And then sure enough it is. We got the quarterback crunch or sweep going to the left, and he scores the touchdown. I thought it was a quite impressive first drive.
Yes, but what I wanted to see happen down there was them just hand the ball off and walk into the end zone effortlessly, because that would have established a little more dominance. Spreading everybody out and just putting it on your quarterback is kind of like, it just seemed like, well, I don't know what else to do. Let's lean on Jalen here, which they got him a touchdown, and it was a great drive, impressive. But I was like, that doesn't fix any red zone worries that I feel like anybody's had.
No. Now, what did you feel about the offense, you know, throughout the game? Because I thought there was definitely a bigger emphasis on running the ball.
I actually, you know, you're not gonna just go out there and run the field every series. So like, I expect a couple punts here and there, whatever. I thought that it was a good game. Like I told you, I felt like a bad dream because of how it ended. Because I felt like, you know, they did what they needed to do to win the game. Until they didn't. It sounds pretty. That sounds pretty dumb. Yeah. But like, I thought they looked good on offense. I thought they looked good enough on defense. You know, like they weren't converting like they should on offense. And turnovers are killing us because we have these big plays, we have these nice plays and these drives and stuff, and we'll have a turnover, and then it just wipes that all away. It makes it feel like we're not being productive. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I also feel on both of those interceptions, those were unnecessary throws.
Absolutely.
You know, like you only need 13 yards to get in Mighty Leg's range. Was that the first read on the play, you think? Like that's what was supposed to happen?
You know what? When I go back and I think about this, and I know everybody, when we look at these big plays, I take it all the way back to when we're in training camp and all the media goes out there and they see these, they come out there and they put these reports out. Oh my God, Jalen Hurts just completed this 50-yard bomb down the field to Quez Watkins, or it was this huge pass. Even Coach Sirianni said we run that play all the time in practice and it's been effective, or, you know, or the pass that went to A.J. Brown. Yeah, it's effective because the cornerbacks aren't challenging it. It's in practice. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that throw is going to be there in practice because there isn't going to be a safety that's going to go out there and challenge that ball and possibly come down and hurt.
Collide with your,
you know what I'm saying?
Number one receiver.
Yeah, so yeah, you can make that throw in practice and it's effective. And that's why I feel at times coaches sometimes get in their own way because they want to make the quarterback feel good about what's going on and about the play that they called. And so, yeah, that play was, when they ran that play in practice, yeah, Quez Hawkins, they throw the ball out there. He came down with the ball. It was a big play, big catch. Everybody celebrated. We moved on to the next play. And then now, even with the A.J. Brown one, yeah, he caught the ball down the sideline. It was a big pass, big play. Everybody celebrated. Good job. Hey, we clap it up. All right, cool. We move on to the next play. I think that at times, sometimes you got to say, all right, you know what? That read isn't there. The second read isn't there. Get to your third read.
Yeah.
You have to force it because you're not going to have the cornerbacks go out there and challenge the receivers because you don't want to risk injury. So, yeah, those throws are there in practice because the secondary isn't challenging them the way it's going to be in a game. And then now you get in the game and it's a turnover, and then everybody now, oh, man, Jalen Hurts sucks. Well, it could have been prevented if you, as coaches, said, all right, you know what? When you drop back, hey, 1 is done, 2 is done. Get to that third read.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you can do it.
I just think it was unnecessary in the fact that they were winning yesterday, being methodical, grinding it out, short plays, being creative, getting everybody involved. And then it just seemed like they want to throw it up and have a big splash play. And it's like, you don't need to. You could have got down the field and either got in field goal range or scored doing the same thing.
And that's all you needed. I thought that Love both times played it very well. He did a really good job, and even on that last interception that ended the game, I thought that he stayed in the middle of the field when he needed to. And then once he saw the ball in the air, boom, he broke on it and he made, an incredible play, getting both feet down and it was an interception.
Well, that's a little questionable to some people.
Yeah, but no, he got his foot down. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
There was an angle that showed that there was air under his toe.
But he made the,
No, I don't think it was enough to if it would have been called out of bounds on the field, they probably would have called it out of bounds. It was one of those things, like, it depends on how it was called on the field.
Exactly. But still the ball shouldn't have been thrown. Jalen.
It shouldn't even been that opportunity.
You were sick. It was raining, everything that's going on, and the ball was underthrown anyway because, if you're going to throw it to A.J. Brown, all right, it was underthrown anyway, so, it wasn't going to be a play.
Yeah, just check down to Gainwell for the 15-yard pickup.
For the 15-yard, and then now we're off and running and we're going good. But I thought overall that the offensive line did a solid job.
I agree.
I thought that they did a solid job. I thought protection was pretty good. I thought that they ran the ball really well. You had some of those nice little outside zone runs. It seemed like the pin and pull was a heavy emphasis in this game plan. Yeah. Where you're going to get somebody blocking down and you get a couple guys pulling around. I thought that was heavy emphasis. I thought Swift did a really good job of making some guys miss and get up in there and make some big runs, but, it was just, I thought, a bad situation where you had those 2 turnovers.
Yeah, I agree. They look like they should have had more points than they actually did.
Absolutely.
By the way that they played the game.
Absolutely.
And to me, that just, I don't know. I've never been able to understand that, how you can move up and down the field and then you just kind of sputter out down,
No. Happens, man.
Yeah, we had that problem too.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, we don't sit here as players that played the game and feel like, you know what, I have no idea of how that feels. Oh, I know exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
I know exactly how it
sucks,
feels.
Guys.
Yeah.
It sucks. I feel bad for you. I'm not sitting here saying like, man, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Yeah, no, I understand it.
Well, I understand it. What is the difference between sympathy and empathy?
Uh-huh.
I empathize with you guys. I've been there.
I've been there. Wait, before we get into our next wine, let's hear a word from Pinot's Palate.
So, what's the perfect night out? Any night spent at Pinot's Palate. Pinot's Palate. Paint, drink, have fun. Sign up online for your class today.
What we can talk about. Oh wait, Opeta was out there because Cam was out.
Yeah.
Some of this pack, but I thought Opeta did good.
Yeah, I thought he did
edged
well.
a couple times.
Yeah.
On Jalen's touchdown where he had to bounce it outside, it was because Opeta gave up his inside and got flushed out of there. But I thought overall he did good.
But you know what? Playing right guard in this offense is difficult. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
guard
Just
in most offenses is difficult.
yeah, but it adds to it when you're the one that has to handle the silent count.
Well, yeah.
Because you're the one that has to look back, tap, and then you better get your head around and you better get set quick. Because Kelsey, once he gets tapped, he gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you got to really, in that scenario, you got to lean on your line mates to communicate with you while you're turning around. I had to tap in my career, and I didn't necessarily like it.
yeah,
You feel like you're playing blind a little bit.
yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
But you kind of have to take a snapshot, turn around, and then hear what they're saying, and then visualize that in your mind. In my mind, I'm seeing where they're moving to. And then,
wait a minute.
he says go, and you tap, oh, whoa, whoa, that's not what I was visualizing in my mind.
In my mind, oh, that is hilarious. That is so Juan.
Hey, T, visualize it in your mind.
In your mind. T, you got to see it in your mind. Visualize it. Yeah, so all right. So in your mind, you have to take that snapshot. Because now, because why don't they have Kelsey just look back?
Well, because Kelsey's looking at everything.
But he's not the one making the calls.
He's like the eye of Aragon, or what do you call that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
The eye of Sauron.
the Eye of Sarah. Okay, I don't know what that is.
What? It's from Lord of the Rings.
I'm sorry.
Not a Hobbit guy?
No, I'm not a Hobbit guy. Yeah.
Anyway.
I watched like the first one and then that was it. I was done.
We're drinking Grace's 2022
Okay, yes,
rosé.
my bad. Yes. We are, yes.
We got
The
into
rosé.
it there.
But it's quite tasty. I like this. This is a
Yeah.
really good rosé. I like it.
This is a good rosé.
Yeah.
Even
Because it's not overly sweet.
even in December after a loss.
Yeah, it's a very good rosé. I really like this. It's not
Especially when
overly
you're in a
sweet.
cozy little
Yeah,
barn.
this is
like
beautiful,
this.
man.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful barn. It's nice, man.
So we had we could talk about shove variations. The shove variation that we saw yesterday,
What's that?
when they got to do the brotherly shove.
Ah, yes, the brotherly shove. Because you had,
So it was successful yesterday, but it was also stopped, right? Is there not
I
one
don't
that
think
was
it ever
stopped?
was stopped. They called it a false start on
Oh, that's
Kelsey.
right. That's right. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That crafty fucking veteran Wiley, Kelsey, right?
Yeah, because they were like, all right, no, you know what? So the NFL is trying to shut the brotherly shove down. And so for them, they do it. They were like, all right, we're just going to call a false start on when Kelsey's trying to get his feet together.
Well, did you see what he did though?
What is that?
He does it all the time.
Uh-huh. Well, he kind of digs in a little bit.
Oh. When he first gets his hand on the ball, he picks it up and moves it like half a yard forward.
Oh, he's trying to get a little bit more space.
Every time, bro.
Okay, yeah, create a little bit more.
It's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
I think he might even do that in normal plays
Mm.
because it's so unnoticeable unless you're. And I think that the reason that they actually saw this because somebody complained to the officials or the NFL about it.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, no,
The wily vet, Kelsey, and he got caught.
I think that. Could you imagine if you could credit Kelsey with a half a yard for every time he snapped the ball, how much yardage he would have?
Oh, wow. I mean, it would be ridiculous. He's your leading rusher.
Would he be?
Yeah,
I think we should try to tally this up.
So
So we can actually get Kelsey
Yeah.
rushing stats.
stats for half a yard for each time he touches the ball. Wow. That's pretty impressive.
It's smart.
Yeah, it's very
And
smart.
especially for as long of a career that he's had.
Yeah,
Think of how many career rushing yards Kelsey has.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, if he could get half a yard for each one, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And it's something that's very crafty, and that just goes to tell you like how he is as a player. He's always looking for that extra edge. Man, but he got caught on that one.
Yeah. Well, think about how many times he hasn't gotten caught.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? I bet you he did it after that play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plenty
You
of
got
times.
me this time.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
okay.
gonna do it again.
Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch me anymore.
Darn. All right, then we right back at it. But then now you had that extra variation of it where now they go to the brotherly shove toss.
Yeah.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. I thought it was
We
good.
call that the Screaming Eagle.
You call it the Screaming Eagle?
I don't know.
All right.
Something cool for it.
Something different?
Brotherly shove toss is just a little much. Screaming
Yeah, I don't
Eagle's
like
like,
it. Yeah.
we're
yeah.
gonna score.
Yeah, the Screaming Eagle. I kind of like the Screaming Eagle a little bit better.
Screaming Eagle left. Screaming Eagle left.
Yeah, Screaming Eagle left. All right. Yeah.
Oh, but one thing to point out is Kelsey and Jalen Hurts' 600-pound squat gets a lot of attention for this shove, right?
Yes, it does.
Landon Dickerson is just a human plow out there.
Yes, he is.
Dude, he just moves it. He set the D tackle right on his butt.
Yo,
It's impressive to watch.
you know what? Because I sit there and I look at it, and everybody says, all right, you know what? To me, when I look at the brotherly shove, I think that, first of all, the Kelsey adding an extra half yard each play is amazing.
Yes.
But I think that the one that who really sets that is the left side.
Yeah.
Because Jordan Mailata, first of all, it's a rugby play. And you can tell the way Jordan.
No, it's not. He's clarified that many times. He's offended when people say it's a rugby play.
It's
and
a
he doesn't,
rugby
he
play.
doesn't use any of his rugby knowledge on that play.
Okay. Sure.
We'll try to get him on the show and ask him.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
But anyway.
Sure he doesn't.
Oh, hey-oh.
So sure he doesn't. But you can tell the way he locks in. To me, there's a huge difference between the movement that's made on the left side compared to the right side.
Yeah, well, I noticed that they're more of like a surging wedge on the left side. And Lane, I think, doesn't do more so much as surging as he does kind of falling behind and pushing Jalen. And I don't even know if that's the plan. But that seems what kind of happens is he does this thing where he like gets down in there and then kind of rolls and starts doing like a backwards push into Jalen.
To kind of help keep Jalen to the left side.
Yeah,
Because to me, I think that
we got to figure it out. We could stop it if we wanted to.
No.
Me and you.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
Well,
get in
if you give us players,
we would need a lot of players
we
behind
could
us.
coach it and stop.
Yeah,
it.
because I think that to me, it's the key to this part of it is the left side, and Jordan can say what he wants about it not being a rugby. It's a rugby play. They even had a rugby guy come in and talk to them about this play to help them set it up, to help teach it.
All he said was organized mass is unstoppable. That's all he said.
It just made me think about one again, like
Mass.
ass plus mass.
Mass kicks ass.
Mass kicks ass. So there you go. Mass kicks ass. But yeah, man. So yeah, to me, but either way, however they do it, they
Highly successful.
Highly successful. And what amazes me is that times that guys feel like, all right, I'm going to jump over the top of it to stop it. That
Dude, the thing that amazes me is whenever we tried to sneak or something like that, I always fell on my face and like I just ended up. These guys are like,
they're just
bear crawling.
They're bear crawling.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it's a rugby play, and Jordan Mailata has taught them the way. Okay, so here's another thing.
He hasn't. No,
yes, he has. Yeah, man. It's a rugby play. But okay, here's another thing that came out during the week.
You're saying it's a scrum, because that's really the only thing in rugby that would symbolize that. But they already start all locked up and stuff.
Yeah, but that was the whole key of it, though. They all get all locked up.
Right, but they're already pre-locked up. There is no collision in the scrum. It's just a push versus a push. And you get all the cauliflower ear and no helmets and stuff. Yeah. It's completely different, dude.
Okay, all right, cool. I'll let you have that one.
But anyway. Let's pour this red, which is a perfect time to talk about our wine word of the day, which is viscosity.
Yes.
Trade suggestion.
Yes, I like it.
The viscosity is the mass or weight or thickness of a wine, which people think has to do with the quality of a wine. So when you could swirl it around your glass like this and you see how it kind of falls. There's a bunch of different things like streams falling. Those are called legs.
Legs.
The legs. If a wine is real leggy, a lot of people think that's like, ooh, that's a really good wine. But really what it refers to is the level of sugar or alcohol in the wine, and that is viscosity.
I like it.
This week's wine word of the day is brought to you by Birds Nesting. I'm going to try to wing this one. Birds Nesting is a real estate and lifestyle company directed towards athletes, executives, coaches, and their families. Moving to a new city when you're playing can be a real challenge. Let Birds Nesting help you with their trusted sources, resources, and connections. Let them help you settle into your new community and perform on the field the way we know you can.
Yes.
For more information, visit birdsnestingphl.com. Birds Nesting.
For an easy landing. Yes. So this is the Cab
good.
Franc. I like this.
Yeah.
This is a very good Cab Franc.
I don't know.
So
if
now
it's
we're
leggy,
starting to move on
but
because
they're skinny legs.
yeah. So yeah, Cab Franc is more of a medium-bodied wine, and you can also see it with the color of it. Yeah, man, it's beautiful wine.
It is. I would say that's even medium to light.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's a nice color. All right. What about the defense, dude? Here, let me get you some more while we talk about.
All right,
the
cool.
defense.
First of all, you get Matt Patricia coming in with his pencil. One of the things that I noticed that was a difference with him taking over the defense is that the secondary's alignment was butt cheek tight. You know what I'm saying? They were definitely playing up a little bit more. It wasn't all of the cushion.
You say butt cheek tight?
I did say butt cheek tight. It was butt cheek tight. They were a little
You
closer.
know, there's some loose booties out there.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, later on. But they kind of got up in there where it was a lot tighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was used to be, like how it been before.
Oh yeah.
Where it was all that cushion.
Don't get beat over the top.
Yeah, it was all
Let 'em
this.
have all
yeah.
this meat.
Yeah, there was a lot of loose booty earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did definitely
Yeah.
hit the Brazilian butt lift school.
Yeah. So hey, we got things a little tighter. You know what I'm saying? They kind of came in. They
Got it
played
right, got it tight.
Yeah, they got it tight. You know, so I thought that was one of the bigger differences.
So you're saying Matt Patricia is Mr. New Booty?
Mr. New Booty. I guess so. So he is that guy.
We found you, Mr. New Booty.
Mr. New Booty. He came in and tightened things up. You know, I felt like the secondary played a lot tighter right out the gate. And I thought that the defense, to me, the defense felt like they played with a different energy. You know, because before it just seems like, all right, we make a play. But these guys seem like they kind of welcome the change. Because a lot of times when you make a change like that in the beginning of the season, it's a shakeup.
In the beginning of the season. But, dude, from a different perspective, making a change like that right now,
At 10-3.
the players are kind of like, shit, we better come show out or else they're going to think it's us.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't want them to think it's us, the players. We better come show out and play well. I mean, they played well. I thought that the defense played well. Except for,
that last drive.
yeah.
I mean, you go back and you look at this last drive, and I went back because every morning I get up and I rewatch the game.
Every morning?
Every morning. Because
Wait,
after a
so
game,
like tomorrow you're going to rewatch the game too?
yeah, when the all 22 comes out, yeah, I'll watch
And then
it
the
again.
day after that, you're going to do it again?
No. I mean, after the game, I'll watch it again.
All right.
And then, like, once the all 22 comes
You
out,
said
then
I'll
I'll watch
watch
it
it
again.
every morning.
Yeah, every morning after the game, I'll watch it again. Because I get on the treadmill, I get my tablet, and I watch the game again.
Right.
And so that last drive, I looked at, and I'm like, all right, I know everybody wants to pile on Bradbury. But, dude, you had 3 opportunities that you could have got an interception in that last drive. You know what I'm saying? The first play of the series could have been an interception, but you missed it. So you got another series down where the linebacker 41, what's his name?
Morrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
He could have got, instead of him sitting up there celebrating, he knocked the ball down celebrating with the incomplete, could have got an interception. The hit on Metcalf going up the right side of the field, if you, instead of trying to put a hit on Metcalf, go for the ball and get an interception the way Love did. Love wasn't worried about hitting A.J. Brown. He went after the interception. If we do the same thing against Metcalf there, instead of going and trying to put a big hit on him, go after the ball, get an interception, we're not even talking about Bradbury getting beat over the top for a touchdown.
Tra Thomas, defensive back specialist.
Just watching film. Just watching film.
I like how the defense played.
I thought they did.
I think you should be able to count on our offense for more points than we scored.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't scored. We haven't gotten out of the teens over the past couple weeks.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
We hit a roadblock. It's almost like what Mr. Bosa said. It's almost like they put out the roadmap for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems like we're really hard to convert right now.
Yeah, we can't get out of the teens. We haven't been able to get out of the teens over the past 3-4 weeks now. So that's not good. And yeah, we made the playoffs. I don't know how I feel about it because
I'm in this mindset right now. I'm like, all right, there's too much emotion going up and down. At this point, we've made it into the playoffs. We just got to hope that we can organize and start peaking and getting the locomotion and getting the train rolling when the playoffs hit.
Yeah.
Not very likely we get a bye. Is it even possible?
Yeah, I don't know if you can get a bye. If we win out, possibly, then you would need San Fran to lose one. Because right now, San Fran has the lead. So
right.
I don't know, how, what, because, all right, so when you sit down with people and they be like, oh, man, if you play this, we do this. And I never thought about all that. Like, man, just win.
You mean when we were playing?
Yeah. Even now, I don't think about,
Like,
all the different scenarios.
Just win, baby, win.
Yeah, it's too much. When you're like,
well, I would love to see them win out.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would make me feel a lot better, especially if they increasingly got better each game, because that would make me feel like they were trending up at the right time.
So
right now we're
how many games do we have?
Like
so we're 10-4. So you got 4. So you only got 3 games left.
3 games left, yeah.
So you got the Giants twice, and then who is that other team?
We got the Giants and we got the Cardinals, which is
all right. Yeah, so you get the Cardinals. Yeah,
dude, you got.
Dude, if you lose to the Giants,
You got Mr. TD.
who's
DeVito.
Yeah, DeVito. Yeah,
It's like a whole. There's a whole thing.
Yeah,
there's like a whole aura around that right now.
Yeah. Well, the NFL loves characters.
Yeah, they do.
And he's become a character. He and his agent have become a character.
Is quite the character.
Yeah, he just got inducted into the Italian Hall of Fame,
which gives out green jackets.
That's awesome. Who all is in the Italian Hall of Fame?
I don't know. Sal Palantonio's Italian, right?
Yeah, is he?
He's got to be.
You know what? I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna see the Italian.
Here's what I want to ask you.
Okay, go ahead.
Tommy DeVito's agent.
Yeah.
Is he one of those guys that if Tommy DeVito played for the Cowboys, he would show up in like a nice suit with a bolo tie and cowboy boots and a big, cowboy hat?
No, I don't.
He's not one of those guys that just leans into like the demographic of where he's at.
No, I don't think so. I think he's
true Italian.
Yeah, I think he's going to hang true.
Because this guy seems like he's a character.
Yeah, he's absolutely a character.
No, like a character from a movie.
Yeah,
like a Dick Tracy movie.
Yeah,
character type thing.
Man, I'm not going to even try to pronounce these names. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Football player. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe Bellino, football.
Okay.
Angelo Bertelli,
football,
quarterback. More important, right?
Yeah.
Basketball.
But anyway, yeah, man. So that's
Teddy Bruschi.
Teddy Bruschi.
Our era.
Yeah. So
anyway.
So Teddy Bruschi.
He joins.
Teddy Bruschi has
upper
been
echelon of Americans, Italian Americans, I guess.
Mm-hmm. In their Italian American in the Italian Hall of Fame. I guess that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Any Hall of Fame is awesome.
Yeah, man, you, get me in.
We should create a Hall of Fame, like a Between the Vines Hall of Fame.
Okay.
We could really put anyone in it for anything
For anything?
if we wanted to.
Okay.
If we're making it, we could do anything we want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who do you think would be the first inductees?
Into the
Well, I think number one would have to be the guy that learned how to turn grapes into alcohol,
yes.
right?
Yes, he should absolutely be inducted into the Hall of
He's
Fame.
the
But
first
that's-
inductee.
But that's been going on since the time of Jesus. So I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, I mean, you know, that's
So we gotta do
That's
some
BC.
digging. You gotta do some digging.
yeah. So there's a lot of information that needs to go on there. So that might be BC.
So we're gonna have to get back to you with
yeah.
our initial Between the Vines Hall of Fame class, 2023.
All right, but let's go ahead and get the winemaker in because I think that the
let's
wine
talk
is
about
flowing
it.
right now and we're just all over the place.
Anyway, we're about to drink the red blend. And we know Trey loves a red blend.
I do love like a red blend.
This is a Cab Sauvignon,
Okay.
Grenache, and Syrah. This is a powerful blend with aromas of tobacco and warm cedar. Ooh, this sounds like I like this.
Yeah.
Sounds manly. That's probably why they gave it to us.
Okay. Like that. Yeah.
Smells good.
Especially since we're sitting
Sitting on this
with
nice
the
leather couch, yeah.
With repurposed wood.
I got boots on.
Yeah.
We're
A nice
hat guys.
Yeah. Nice hat. Feeling strong.
This is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a good body on this.
Yeah, I like it. Very good wine. It's a very good red blend. I really like this one.
I'm almost getting like a little bit of vanilla in there. If that could be like a mix of leather and wood, and
Yeah.
it's delicious though.
It is very nice. Very nice.
All right, we are joined with Andrew Yingst, who is the winemaker here at Grace Winery. Thanks for joining us, dude. Thanks for having us. Your wine is delicious and deadly. All right, we've been pouring some heavy pours here.
Deadly might
Not
be.
deadly.
I think
It's a good time.
it's a great time. I think it's amazing. It's a great wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been great. So tell us what we're drinking here. We got the Dragonfly.
Yeah, so one thing is we love doing red blends. Personally, it's my favorite style of red. Typically, I find that if you have a single variety red, like our Cabernet Franc, it's really unique and has those individual notes that a Cabernet Franc has, a Cabernet Sauvignon, even going to the white side, a Sauvignon Blanc. But a lot of times these wines can have something that's missing with them. So Cabernet Franc has those really unique, distinct notes that can be like tobacco, leather, maybe more of an earthy note to it, but it can be lacking in other characteristics like something like the body. So that's where we blend something like Merlot, which is what this blend is. It's pretty much our Dragonfly is a 50-50% Cabernet Franc Merlot blend for this vintage. It's different every year.
Yeah.
But that Merlot brings up that body and gives it a little bit more oomph, a little bit more fruitiness, and makes it a little bit more well-rounded of a product. So that's the main goal of blends is single varieties have something really unique, but to make a really fine, well-rounded product, I typically lean towards the blends. So
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So the Dragonfly obviously has significance to
yeah.
Grace Winery, right?
Yeah, so as you can tell, the G is essentially the flight of the dragonfly. If you are here during the summer, you'll see a ton of dragonflies flying around here. But most importantly, the owner's sister, who is the namesake of Grace Winery, she used the dragonfly as a pin. She would draw it on a bunch of things. It would be her logo. And unfortunately, she passed away, and the property had passed on to her son, her brother, who is the current owner, Chris. And as an homage to her, he both named the winery Grace Winery, as well as used the dragonfly as a major part of her logo.
So earlier you were saying that you don't really drink your own wine. Why?
So, the two main reasons is I definitely don't drink the wine right after I bottle it because I've spent so much time working on it to try and perfecting it to get it to the bottle state that I'm kind of like, I'm sick of this wine. I don't want to drink it for a while. But then the main reason is that you become overcritical of it. I know what has gone into this wine. I know what small flaws, what faults you might see that maybe your average wine drinker isn't picking up. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have just done that a little bit better. I mean, I bet for you guys, if there was, in this regard, a podcast that you did and someone's like, oh, you did perfect with that, and you're like, I stuttered over that. I wish I would have gotten that. Or if you're blocking someone on the line, you're like, man, if I would have just got my hips over the side, and you notice it, but someone else that's just watching the game might not have noticed it, or maybe the play was run the opposite direction, but you noticed what you did that might have been slightly off.
Yeah.
So you prefer a blind wine?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know anything about the process. You just have to taste the final. You're like, this is exactly what they were going for.
It's like watching a game where you're not involved.
Yeah. I get that. I can get that.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then the final reason is that there's this issue of what's called getting the house taste or house flavor, and essentially what happens is if you drink too much of your own wine, your wine starts to taste like a certain style.
Okay.
Because that's what you like. And the thing is the style of Sauvignon Blanc that I like may not be the best Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to make the best product out there.
That everybody likes.
So you want to keep testing the waters. You want to have Sauvignon Blanc from different wineries, whether they be local, whether they be international, to give you a more well-rounded idea.
Oh, that's
great.
awesome, man.
Well, let's cheers. I have one more question. I want to taste this wine first.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's delicious. So, last question. I always say last question before I ask 5, but this is the last one I got. You sound very knowledgeable. You know what you're talking about. Is there any education background from wine in your past, or are you just, this is all fly by the seat of your pants, tasting it and learning?
I just quickly Googled some things to say before.
But I mean, obviously you have an understanding of what certain varietals, how they taste, the flavor profiles, all that type of stuff. Is this all just like self-learned type?
I got very lucky. So I did not go to college for this. I went to New Zealand right after college. After a buddy of mine had what we like to call a quarter life crisis because he was 25 and hated his job and said, "You want to go to New Zealand?" I said, "Sure." So I got to live in the wine region. I got really interested in it. I came back to the States, found a vineyard to work at, worked my way up. And where I got really lucky is I fell underneath of a winemaker who at that point had 30 plus years of experience, had learned over in Germany, had family from Germany, and that's where he got his education. And so I really got to be underneath of someone who knew a lot. That doesn't, I've also taken some sommelier courses, but very, very low level. I'm not the guy that can just smell a wine and tell you exactly where it's from, but that's definitely helped with my flavor profile.
There's people like that?
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah.
Have you, this is the movie Somme. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
I have not.
Yeah, so it's
good?
It's all about how they become sommeliers.
Okay.
Education, the class. And actually, the vast majority of men who are sommeliers, I think they said in the movie were ex-athletes because of the competitive nature of it.
Huh. All right. There we go. We could go take some classes, dude.
Bro, I would love to be a Somm.
That would be
Somm
awesome.
Todd.
Yeah.
Somm Trey.
Yeah. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Well, thanks for having us out.
Yeah,
dude.
thanks for
And
having us
cheers.
out. And
The
we
wine
really
is
enjoyed your
delicious.
wines, man. This is beautiful. We really enjoyed the process, and we definitely enjoyed your product.
Well, thank you guys
Yes.
very much. Really
Yeah.
enjoyed
Thank
this.
you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy what we're doing, email us or just tell us in the comments. Nobody's
Yeah.
checking the
Just
email.
DM us. No, don't email me. I don't check my emails.
Trey doesn't check anything.
Nah. Yeah. DM. All right. Cheers.